Well, I keep my old models that I built when I was in junior high and high school, and that was back in the late 60s and early 70s. And I got this nice little cabinet, and I got some lighting back there, and I'll just give you a quick glance at what's in here. And what I'm going to do is go through each one and tell you a little bit about it. Well, this model is a combination of a bunch of old parts, body, engine. There's a lot of, parts on here that I just made just to get it all to fit. The body just kind of sits on top of the frame. There's just a bunch of leftover parts I didn't want to throw away. I believe the body had some damage to it, so I decided just to make it custom. You can see I just lift the body off here, and I made some coil springs out of a Bic pen. I threw some wiring and hoses on there. Not really much to it, it's just a bunch of extra parts, just to make a model. Here's another example of a car that I got, I believe from my uncle, that he partially built it, and a lot of parts were damaged, so I tried to salvage what I could out of it. I think all the plastic was damaged. And this is one of my custom paint jobs. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I had a little primitive airbrush, and I just kind of mixed some paints together and played around with that. And I think I misted some silver over black for the interior. I'm not even sure what we got for a motor in there. I'll have to pop the hood here. It's just another example of trying to salvage a car out of spare parts. And this one also was built back in the late 70s. Thought I'd show the underneath a little bit. One thing I just noticed myself, it looks like I made some springs out of some strips of brass, and I used some type of, looks like a staple or something that's wrapped around there, and it looks like that kind of keeps the in place there. So that's kind of interesting. I didn't really remember doing that, but just made out of scrap parts. Okay, obviously this is a Pro Stock, and I believe this is a Pinto. This was probably built about the time this car was popular on the racing circuit. I have no idea what year that would be. I think this is a 73 because of the big bumpers on it. Not 100% sure of that, but nothing fancy. Came with a decal kit. This is probably out of a spray can, and I think I built this one just like it looked on the box. Not a lot of detail. Just kind of one of those cars you buy and build it, put it on the shelf. Nothing special. Nothing special there either. I didn't really do much detailing there at all. In fact, I don't think I did any detailing at all on that one. Nope, just the way it came out of the kit, a blue engine block, and that's about it. Here we have another early car I built. I believe it's somewhere around a 1966 Ford. I'm not 100% sure. The paint on this thing has got a lot of orange peel in it. Looks like I attempted to trim out the windows stainless with a brush. Not a very good job. Decals aren't too good. Not a lot of detailing. It's one of my earlier cars I built. It's got a really crappy interior. It's got like a pale green bucket seats and seat trim in there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty hideous. But another car I built, probably junior high, grade school, I'm not sure. But I've kept it around. It's been in a cabinet, and it is what it is. Here's your basic old black Chevy pickup truck. No frills here at all. Got a red dash, red seats. No details on the engine. I didn't do anything on this thing. It's just a basic, quick build. I think I built this one a little bit later. Was probably bored one day and just had to throw something together. Nothing fancy at all. Totally stock. The way it came out of the box. Threw some paint on it. Put it together. This is another one of my early cars I built. This one I did a little bit of custom work on it. You can see I took off the upper part of the fin there. That's gone. I didn't put the hood ornament on. Let's see, what else did I do to this? I think the deck lid had a little emblem there. I sanded that off. Your basic 57 Chevy. It's a fun little car to build, and I don't know, for some reason I really like this car. I just like the looks of it. Here's a car I built pretty much the way it was on the box. The only thing I believe I added to this was the silver stripe on the hood scoop, on the reverse scoop there. And I continued that stripe under the rear window there. And I did a little bit of engine detailing there. I got some plug wires. I got some fuel lines. Here it looks like we have a 1963 Ford, and I am not sure if this was built according to the way the box was or not. I have no idea. It looks like it might have been possibly NASCAR, but it is a convertible, so I don't know about that. The paint job on this car is very good for of the age that I was when I did this and what materials were available. There's a few little dust specks in it, but the paint job is very smooth, no orange peel hardly at all, and no runs. Well, here I have an old Chevy. Nothing fancy about this one. I built it completely stock. I did get a really nice coat of red paint on this car. It's very smooth, no orange peel, no runs. And I did attempt to paint the stainless and the trim on this with a brush, and it's just mediocre. It's nothing to brag about. I got some spots there that I got on a fender, and right there I think I messed up on that a little bit. But other than that, this car is pretty clean. It's a nice, good looking little car. Nothing to brag about or anything, just a plain old, good looking old Chevy. Looks good on the shelf. Just don't want to look too close. Well, this appears to be a 55 Chevy Nomad, and I'm missing some parts, it looks like. I lost a taillight. Crystal Blue Persuasion. So if you can look that up on the internet and find out when that song was popular on the radio or shortly thereafter, that's probably when I built this car. I guess I was inspired by it. But it's kind of a hodgepodge too. Kind of like a race car. I'm not sure what's under the hood. I'll have to take a look. But the glue's getting brittle and parts are falling off. So I hope I can find that taillight somewhere. Got the hood off. It looks like it's just a stock small block Chevy with some injection on there, and that's about it. I think the tailgate opens on this one, but I'm not going to try it. It'll probably break. But this one was built a long time ago. Well, this appears to be either a Willys or a 40 Ford coupe, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I don't remember. It's got a white interior. It's obviously set up as a gasser drag car. Try to snag this hood assembly off of there. There we go. Yeah, it looks like a small block Chevy with a blower on it. Run a little copper wiring down to the fuel tank for a little detail. That's about as far as I got on that one. Now this is just one good looking car here, I think. The paint, the two-tone, it's not perfect obviously, as I built this a long time ago. But I do like the blue, the white with the yellow stripe in there. Black wheels, no hubcaps. It's just a cute looking car. I just like the way it kind of came out. Got a good look to it. And it's got a couple other features that a lot of cars don't have. And I'll show you that in a second here. Okay, a couple features on this car that the other ones don't have, obviously, is opening doors. And the hood flips forward on these models. Come around the back, you can see I got some tail lights lit up. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the lights a little bit to see if we can get those to show up just a little bit better. There you go. Well, here's another one from the early 70s, I believe. And it's kind of psychedelic. I don't know what the heck I was thinking here. And no, I did not use drugs, just so you know, but you never know by this car. Midnight Dust, 455, speckled interior, speckled panels on the side. I don't know, I guess I thought it looked good. It's pretty hideous right now, but just another example of trying to be creative and trying to make something different. The brown is just a turd ugly color. So I have no idea what I was thinking when I built this car. This is one of the cars that most kids probably would have put an M80 under it, or smashed it, or burned it with lighter fluid, but I kept it. Just part of the history of model car making. Okay, looks like we've got a Ford Torino here. I'm not 100% sure what year. It could be like a 71 or 2. It's got the small bumpers on it. It's obviously a NASCAR. I don't know what the 21, I don't know who was driving 21 at that time. But it was a kit car made to be built into a NASCAR car. I must have screwed up the glass because I don't have any glass in it, so I probably got glue on it. The paint job is real poor. It's a very rough orange peel on this thing. And I think it was probably done with my airbrush. And I probably didn't know what I was doing, but anyway, it's still kind of a unique looking car from a distance. Nothing special.